So when you have cats or pets in general, one of the things they do a lot of is eat. And if you're feeding wet food, it's always good to not feed them the whole can. Otherwise, the vet yells at you because you got a fat cat. So you got to save part of it. How do you do that? Well, you make yourself a lid. That's what I would do. Stick around. I'm Ron, and this is my place. So yeah, that's kind of weird, but if you have a can, it was actually ironic to me of how long it took me to deal with this. And it's a little embarrassing to the extent of I needed a lid and now I have one. The problem is this simple, very flexible, nice, almost perfect print has been a nightmare for me to get. This alone has been the driving force of major upgrades on my CR-10. Why? Because I really wanted to print flexible. I really wanted to do it on the CR-10, and I really wanted to make it work. And for whatever reason, I was struggling horribly with getting extrusion issues with my flexible filaments. Anywho, that was the driving force behind buying the Flexion, which I've yet to try, the Bondtech BMG. I tried it as a Bowden style. I've also, of course, got Capricorn Bowden tubing and was using that, all sorts of stuff, and was never really successful with it. Anywho, finally have this. Ironically, I didn't make this. It's not hard. I mean, it's literally going to be a circle with little extrusions and a lip. But I decided I grabbed one off of Thingiverse and it worked fine. I'll put a link in the description. And it is perfect. I mean, it's a 5.5 ounce can and it is absolutely fabulous. So this is Maker Geek Flex TPE. I believe is what it is. And it printed really, really good. I mean, it had nice, solid layers. It doesn't appear to have any adhesion issues whatsoever, even in the seam that I was a bit worried about. Now, it did have one issue that I will show. When it printed, I was printing a little bit too fast. I also was worried about it sticking too badly to the bed, which I've had issues in the past with. So on the surface that I print on, I have the Built-Tac flex plate system, and I went ahead and used a layer of glue just to make sure that I had kind of a sacrificial layer because I didn't want it to stick and cause damage. So anyways, as I was printing, as you can see this in this stripe here, it was printing just fine, and all of a sudden it started clogging again. For lack of anything else to do, I just basically slowed it way down. And as soon as I slowed it down to like 25% speed, and it was going pretty slow at that point, because I think I was trying to print at 35 millimeters per second. So, I mean, if you do the math, I don't know that's really, really, really slow. So it was basically printing at about somewhere between 10 and 15% or millimeters per second. It seemed a bit slow for me. I probably didn't have to go quite that low, but as soon as I did that, you can see that it was kind of jammed up, and what I did was I actually just kind of forced it. I yanked the filament and then put it right back in, so it took me a couple runs to get it to do that. And then it started printing just fine, and as you can see, the rest of it is just beautiful. I mean, no issues whatsoever. Has a nice finish to it. It's nice and flexible. So, yeah. I'm going to print some more things. I'm I'm going to print some more things in Flex, I believe, and start off from the beginning with it that slow and just see how it goes and just kind of play around with things a little bit more. But I just thought it was kind of humorous, which is why I brought it up, is that this thing literally, I could have gone to the store probably and spent 25 cents or something like that, and it literally cost me hundreds of dollars in upgrades. That's what I love about this this hobby. It is such an expensive, cheap hobby, but it's fun. So anywho, absolutely wonderful, printed, and all it cost me was a couple $100. So life is awesome. Again, Maker Geeks, Flex, I think it's TPE. I printed this at, I believe it was 215 degrees. I used 50 on the bed. And again, like I said, I printed super, super ultra slow and printed good. All right, that's pretty much all I have. It was one of the most successful Flex prints that I've managed to actually pull off. So yay. And there you go. Thank you much. I'm glad you stuck around. As I always say, if you like what you see, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already. If you don't like what you see, dislike, comment, all the same. Thanks. And otherwise, have a great day and print everything you can.